Feel Good workout. It is wonderful to see lots of you streaming live on my YouTube channel where all the sessions are saved for you to use as much as you can in your own spare time. I have playlists that are diabetes friendly, approved by the Alzheimer's Society. They're going to help us reduce risks of things like dementia. I've got exercise snacks and ideas for you to do when you're short on time. And I have my new book, The Feel Good Fix, that is being published on May the 30th, which is available to pre-order, which I'd love you all to do on all online retailers like Amazon and Waterstones. So please pre-order. You'll get it on publication. It's not far, and it's got lots of information and tips and free tools for you to feel good. We have an amazing community on Zoom, so good morning everyone. If you're ready on Zoom, you can start marching, seated or standing. And if you'd like to join the Zoom community, I have a special WhatsApp group. If you go on to my website at feelgoodwithlavina.com, sign up to my free newsletter, and I send out an invitation to the WhatsApp group, which has all the Zoom details every week. I have got all ages I can see moving with me this morning. So brilliant work. And please share this workout with your loved ones. Please interact with us as we go through the session. I'm just going to turn my music down ever so slightly, and we're all going to take a seat together. We start our Feel Good fitness prescription every week with a moment of breathing, a breath snack, a mindful minute, which is going to help reset the nervous system, calm the body and mind, something you can use anytime in our busy lifestyles. So today, all I ask you to do is take a seat, close your eyes, tune into your breath. If it's like mine, our perfect timing, here comes my amazing mother-in-law, Nishaben Mehta. Good morning, Pranam. How are you? Very good. We're just about to start our moment, our mindful moment, a little bit of breathing. So let's close our eyes, as I said. Tune into your breath. It might be fast like mine when we're in the fight or flight mode, always running around. But let's try and slow things down. This is really beneficial for our cortisol levels, for our mental health, and for just calming the body, a moment of stillness. Try and breathe in through your nose, exhale or your mouth, and try and make your exhales, your breath out, longer than your inhales. That's going to kick in the parasympathetic nervous system to really get that body in that lovely relaxed state. And then all I'm going to do is focus a quick body scan, just a minute or two. We're going to focus from the top of our heads. So just relax your head, relax your forehead where we sometimes frown or tense up. Maybe just place your hands on your forehead, give the power of touch. Maybe just use your fingertips on your temples and put a little bit of pressure there. Some little circular movements always feel good. And then bring a lovely smile to your face, which is always positive. I have a smiling snack in my new book, The Feel Good Fix, as well. And it's got the science behind smiling as well. We're going to relax our shoulders, so taking those deep breaths, tuning into our body. They're often raised up by our ears, so really try and relax them down the spine. Maybe place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and really next breath, expand the belly. Breathing in, expanding that belly, and then exhale, let it all go. And just putting your hand on your heart can be so calming and so comforting. So whenever you're feeling stressed, just taking a few deep breaths, then focusing on our hips, sending that breath to our hips, which often carry our tension and our stress. And if we're sitting for long periods, our hips can get very tight. So breathing in, relaxing our legs, focusing on the upper thigh and then our lower legs behind into our calves, our shins at the front, and then just our ankles. Maybe lift up onto your tiptoes. Breathe and then exhale, drop the heels down. Even that feels like a nice release. And then I want you to place your hands over your eyes, keep them closed, take a lovely positive breath in. And then on the exhale, just open those eyes, keep those hands there, let the light in, bring a beautiful smile to your faces and breathe in, breathe out, move the hands away. How are we feeling? I needed that. I had such a busy day yesterday. I needed that. How are you feeling? How's everyone feeling? Drop me a comment on YouTube and Zoom. Give me some thumbs up. Start with some neck stretches. I demonstrate everything standing. Mummy's kind of going to do it seated. We're going to just circle out our heads. So we're bringing our shoulders down, nice and relaxed. I'll show you my desk snack in a minute, but for now, let's just move this head in beautiful big circles. This is so good for the backs and fronts of our neck. And then change direction. Use that breathing technique we just did in all the exercises that we do today. So nice deep breaths with your movements. And as I was saying, my desk snack, so coming back to the middle, bringing the shoulders up towards your ears, bringing them back an inch or two, like the shape of a desk, and then drop them down the spine. So we'll do that again. If you don't know it, you bring them up, back an inch or two, and then down the spine. Do you feel taller, prouder? Stomach muscles in. We're going to engage belly button to spine throughout. Beautiful posture. We're also going to engage our pelvic floors, men and women, making sure we're using those pelvic floor exercises twice a day. There's a whole workout. Mummy's talked us through even her pelvic floor exercises on my YouTube channel. And then we're going to bring one hand over to the opposite ear. We're just going to do a little stretch here because I hear a lot about neck pain and back pain. So just wanted to start and then change on the other side. You can hold these anytime you're sitting too long. Show them to your children, grandchildren. My youngest son is doing exams, so I often try and get him to do some easy stretches. We're going to just circle out the arms, moving back as far as you can, swiping by your ears, and then coming forward. So giving those shoulders that range of movement, getting the synovial fluid going around the joints because our mobility is so important, especially as we age. And then we're going to do a nice full body roll up. So you can do it seated, mummy. If you're standing, I'm going to just bring my body forward, let everything go. So just relax your head. Try and just ease all the tension. You'll feel the blood flow to your brain and just to your fingertips. Maybe rock side to side, then engage your stomachs. Slowly, slowly, I want you to unravel your spine. So each vertebra is coming up nice and slow, back to seated or standing, head and shoulders up last. And we're going to keep moving now. So your choices today is to get your steps in. So we always add in these little cardio steps. Indoors or outdoors, you can do this at your desk, at your sofa, anytime in the house. You can move your arms, you can go faster. We do keep most of the exercises low impact, but I know we have all ages joining, so do feel free to pick up the pace if you can. And especially when I'm talking or giving people rest, you can use this exercise just to keep getting your steps in. We're also going to do a lovely back stretch. So it's the angel position. I want you to bring your arms up, lift them up first, and then bring your shoulder blades, so the back of your shoulders squeezing down. I want you to bring your elbows here. So we're going to try that again. It's almost, I'm going to show you from the side. We're lifting up, and then we're squeezing those elbows down. Can you feel that lovely opening in the chest? So you could almost look up slightly, mummy, and really open out your chest. This is a great one because people are literally getting rounded backs from technology, from screens. Let's do that once more with the breath. Inhale, Exhale, bring the arms down. And then that perfectly leads on to our feel good hugs, which I feel we should start with today. Opening out your arms, taking a positive breath in, really arching your back, lifting your chin, then round the back. Give yourself a hug and try and really round out the back. So there's a C shape in your spine. It's opening out those vertebrae. It's also going to give you a lovely feeling. You all deserve a hug because you made it here today. If you've got a loved one, please give them a hug as well, or give yourself another hug from me and Mummy. Good morning, Mummy. Get a big feel-good hug as well. You will see on my Instagram this today, I did feel-good hugs in Parliament yesterday with MPs, with like heads of the trade union, with some very prominent organizations, the NHS doctors as well. And you'll see some lovely smiles, which I can see on Zoom. It just releases that oxytocin, which is so excellent, our love hormone. We're going to grab a band or a belt. We're going to start getting into our resistance training. So a bit of building our lean muscle mass, which is so important. We start losing it as we age. If you don't have a band, you could use a belt. You could use a pair of old tights even, like I did in my workouts in the pandemic. And we're going to start with Lavina's famous shoulder floss, which is also in my book, The Feel Good Fix. You're going to try and bring your arms up and over, nice and symmetrically, but doing it like that is pretty hard for even youngsters these days with the sitting and with the rounding of our backs. So if you need, bend the elbows, bring them as far as you can. Don't worry if you can't go all the way round. Use your breath. If you want a challenge, you can use your band or belt and really hold tighter. So you've got resistance there. And if you need it to be easier, just loosen up. If you haven't got band or belt, just some lovely arm circles will be great. But these are going to really work, and you'll feel the sort of lactic acid is this slight burning sensation. Can you feel that? Lovely breathing, Mummy. She's keeping her back lovely and straight. Well done, everyone. Let's go for 3. This is really good for our shoulder health because it's the full range of mobility. Good, she's counting for me. 9, lovely. Just counting out loud while we're exercising is great for our brain as well. Yay, well done, and relax. Did you feel that? Give it a little shake, add some steps in if you want in this little break or rest. We're going to now focus again on these lats, our latimus dorsi, which is by our shoulder blades here. And we're going to bring both arms up, nice and straight. The one arm is going to stay by your ear. The other elbow is going to come down the side, and you're going to feel a little squeeze on your back, I hope, and up. I'm going to show you from the side because it's like I'm between 2 panes of glass. So the only thing moving is that elbow, and I want you to feel it here. Yep, I'm not going to feel Mummy because she'll think I'm tickling her. She's very ticklish, and I've tickled her on these videos before. Where can you feel it though? Can you feel it here? Yeah. Here, good. She knows I'm not going to tickle her. We should do a tickle snack one day. It's so good to see that you're still ticklish, Mummy. Squeezing round. So breathe out. Really focus on the mind to muscle connection. If you haven't got a band, you could even use some tin cans. You know, I have an array of household safe objects. Even without any weight, I'm using my arms and I'm squeezing down the side here. I hope you can all feel this. This is such a great exercise. A lot of physios recommend this for people with back pain. When you get tired, I can see my mum. Good morning, Kumacha. Well done. Keep going or relax. Third exercise for our band snack today. We're going to keep our desk snack, so our shoulders back and down, our elbows glued into the sides of our body. We're going to hold the band or tights here. Again, if you don't have one, just mimic it without. And we're going to try and keep the elbows here loosen up the band, you're trying to move your hands out to the side. So I'm just going to come a little bit closer so you can all see me. Well done. I've got Marion, Andrew, Vinu Uncle, Auntie, Ayush Auntie, Lal Uncle, Tarun Auntie, who's back and with us from her travels. I'm so glad. And she's looking great in pink, my favorite color. We've got Ayush Auntie, we've got Geeta Auntie, we've also got Saroj Auntie, Daksha Ben, Urmila Taylor. Can you all feel this while I go through the names? These are all the people on Zoom I can see at the moment. Can you feel this? You might not be able to get very far with this rotation. You might start feeling it here in your biceps. You might feel it in your shoulders. Can you feel this, Mummy? And if you can keep your wrist lovely and straight to your forearm, you're trying to encourage this rotator cuff exercise. So this is a nice one just to do when you're watching TV. You could keep your band on your sofa as a little reminder and just do some simple exercise snacks like this. So think about the exercises as we do them. We're now going to move to lower body today. We're going to do a little bit with our bands. Don't worry if you don't have one, but if you do, you're going to tie it around your thighs, or you also can get these shorter, small resistance bands. I don't think I've got one in this studio that are already tight. They're like small loops. So if you want to get a little gift on Amazon, you could have a little look for one of those. We're going to sit down and we're going to try and just keep our feet fairly on the ground, opening the thighs and bringing them back in. So I'm opening the legs and squeezing in. This is a great one to almost engage your core, also your pelvic floor. Is that possible? Very good at those pelvic floor exercises. She's been practicing for a long time, but this is a nice one to feel around the thighs, in and out. I would do it seated. It's you might need to be a little bit tighter on the bands to progress. You might want to try with your legs a bit further apart, so the feet wider, squeezing in and out. I can start feeling this now. Can you feel this? Inner thigh, outer thigh. Shall we go for 5 more? Do you want to count down?
5.
Good.
4.
Lovely.
3.
Keep breathing.
2.
Lovely. And 1. Amazing. Keep the band on. We can either move it down, or I would say let's try and keep it on our thighs to experiment here. I'm going to show you one more exercise. I'm going to show standing, but for those that are seated, all I want you to do is lift one leg nice and straight up and down. So this is your seated option, because obviously I've had care homes join. There's schools with children with disabilities. You may be recovering from injuries. You may just be stuck at your desk and you want some chair exercises that you can do to keep moving. So can you feel that? Just lifting a straight leg up and down. Depends how tight your band is. I want you to try and do about 10 on each side. But for those that are able to stand, I almost feel the band may work if you move it up. We're going to stand with a bit of balance. So, Mummy, you can try this one. So the seated option was that. We're going to stand and we're going to try and just balance on one leg, and I'm lifting the other leg back and in, but nice and straight. Don't worry if you don't want the band, because this band can be a little bit of a distraction. But all I'm doing, I'm just going to adjust my camera so you can see me a little bit closer, is I'm going to try and move my leg, straight leg, so I feel it on my glutes. My body stays nice and still and upright. So the only thing moving is the leg. Now I've got the chair there for support. Obviously, if you can balance a little bit. Make sure you don't fall. You've always got support. Do you want to try a few here, Mummy? So you're standing and we're pushing the leg back and in. We're targeting the glute muscles here. It's called a kickback. So I'm giving you a few options. Can you all feel this? So when I kick back, I'm really feeling it on my leg. I'm trying not to lean forward or move like that. I'm trying not to do that. So you're trying to keep still, and then your movement comes from here. Can you feel that? Good, lovely. So let's go for 5. Seated or standing, if you're lifting your leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Let's get rid of the band and let's go straight into our little balance snack, which is another one I showed in Parliament very quickly. Andrew remembers sending me, when I was writing my book, the study that came out, that 10 seconds of being able to balance on one leg just for 10 seconds is one of the key indicators of our longevity, of reducing our chances of death. So in the next 10 years, it reduces your chances of a premature death just by having that balance on one leg for 10 seconds. So I want you to hold on to support. If you can't stand, the option is just to hold out for 10 seconds. Really focus on these muscles. Mummy started already. I'm going to count in your own time. Don't worry if you can't. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, everyone. You can push yourself for longer. If a lot of you I can see can do 10 seconds now, which is amazing. In my book, there's a whole load of balance snacks with the figures of what age group, depending on your age, there's numbers that you could aim for in terms of seconds, and then little challenges, like maybe trying to close your eyes, maybe doing it when you're brushing your teeth. There's a brushing teeth balance snack. Should we do the other leg? Are you already started? Let's go. Let's do it again if you want, Mummy. Hold on to your core. Really suck it in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Even if you can't do 10 seconds, start off. It's all about trying. We're going to get our steps in. So I hope I made that clear. There's a beautiful snack and research that I've quoted in the book that gives you, whether you're in your 30s, 40s, up to your 80s, the numbers of how many seconds you should try and aim for to balance. And it gives you a lot of the science around it as well. So it's very easy to read. But it's got other ideas for our balance. But I'd love you to balance every single day because it's so important to reduce our risks of falls. And I hope you feel that it corrects muscular imbalance. Is great for runners as well. We're going to add a bit of skipping now. So either seated or standing. We're going to do a little bit of a cardio snack. We can jump, but this is a low impact workout. I can see Vinu Uncle, who's amazing, already jumping. If you want to add a little jump, you can. You can do it seated. The reason I say, even seated, try and strike on the balls of your feet. Add a little bit of impact, not a big thud, but this is great for our bones. So just that impact on the bones is going to help rebuild your bones, yeah? So it's actually really good for our bone density, which also reduces after the age of 30, especially through menopause. So I'm just doing small little jumps here. If anyone wanted to try a bit of hopping, because I can see, let's have a little break. Did that get you out of breath? Just 10 or 20 seconds. Can you feel that? This is a great one to try. If you want to try a bit of hopping on single leg, this is actually proven, another scientific study about the impact. So this is obviously impact on our bones and joints. I'm being very careful, so just be careful. Yep. So not too much, just a little bit, and then see how you feel. You could add a couple of little hops in to your day. Yep. This is really great for our hips, and we hear a lot about hip fractures. Unfortunately, once people do get hip fractures, there's always complications in terms of care. Obviously, it's very hard to recover from as well. So we want to try and just think about our bone density. I don't often show hopping in this, but I've been reading about the research and I've been adding little hops in to my little feel-good walks, or if I'm out and about or in the kitchen. So well done, I can see some of you are hopping. Well done, let's march it out. Let's pick up the pace just for 20 seconds. Let's add in a bit of boxing if we can. If you're tired, please rest. If you want to progress the boxing, add in some little safe bottles, plastic bottles, tin cans. These are the weights that we use because I want fitness and exercise to be accessible to all. And boxing is the best stress reliever. I want you to punch out all your worries, your tension, your anxiety. Good, mummy, you look very relaxed. Are you good? Lovely, she's smiling away. 10, can you count down? 9, 8, everybody count. 7, 6, good, I can hear you all. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. That was probably 2 or 3 minutes of movement to get our hearts going, our respiratory systems. Are we feeling good? Yeah, we're going to move into our strength training, more of our body weight moves. So our press ups we're going to start with. If everyone wants to start, if you know your wall press ups, maybe you're doing them against your table or your kitchen island, something that's not going to move. I don't show floor press ups in this workout, but wall press ups are something I want everyone to be able to do. So mummy, do you want to do them against the wall? When you're making a coffee, get 5 or 10 wall press ups in. When the vegetables are cooking, get some press ups in. And if you can't stand, you can place your hands on your thighs and just apply a bit of pressure, bend the elbows, straight body in towards my thigh, and exhale, press away. Mummy's doing them brilliantly. She's got a lovely straight line from her head down to her heels. So if you're against the wall, I would love you to maybe progress by moving your feet further away and you're bending and pushing away. Think about your upper body muscles. Can we do maybe 12 today, mummy, just as a bit of progress? How many have you got left?
Well done.
Good, well done. So roll out your wrists. The reason we do press ups, the reason they're the queen upper body exercise, so march out if you want, or I'm giving people a chance to rest, is because it's a compound movement. That means it's multi-muscle, multi-joint, and muscle is the key to longevity. I've done so much research for my book, especially on how important muscle is to help us lose weight, to help us burn more calories, because it's so metabolically active, even compared to fat. So muscle is what we want to focus on, muscle building, and it's going to keep our blood sugar levels in control and more balanced, which is going to help our energy, our mood, our sleep. We're going to do one more set of press ups, just as a challenge today, seated or standing, lovely straight line. If they're getting easy, maybe move your feet further away or do them on a lower surface. I think the kitchen counter is the best surface, so we know it's stable, or a table against the wall. Inhale and exhale. Good. Can you feel this? Bend the elbows. Hold your core in. Try and move your whole body towards the wall, mummy. So all of this goes. There we go. You feel the difference? Yeah, lovely. So now her whole body as a straight line is moving towards the wall. When you're done, well done everyone. I can see Marion's doing super press ups there. Super work. Do you feel it in your body, all your muscles in your upper body? Roll out the wrist. My mum's doing a few head rolls, so if anyone wants to join her, you can just add in what feels good. This is your feel-good workout. Well done. We're going to go back to our latimus. We're focusing a bit on back today. So if you can use a little weight, so maybe some tin cans is perfect. maybe some dumbbells if you have them, but otherwise water bottles, tin cans. We're going to do the same exercise we did with the band, but we're going to do it with a weight. We're going to bring one elbow down and round and back up. So we remember our lat pull down. We're going to try and keep the other arm even straighter at the top. Straight and down, squeezing down and up. Good. Shall we go for 10? We've done 4 and 5. Push, breathe out. Good. Are you breathing? 7. Is your stomach muscles tight? 8. Back nice and straight. Lovely. 9. Well done. And 10. Relax it there. Have a little break. If anyone wants to, get some steps in. Maybe just roll out the shoulders. I'm doing a few shoulder rolls here. We're now going to try and do that exercise again, but now we're doing a shoulder press. So depending on the weights you use, obviously try and progress over time. Play this workout back and use something a little bit heavier. If you can, breathe out and press. So this time both hands are coming up, then the weights come back by your ears. Inhale and exhale. Breathe out. Good. Mummy, are you counting for us? 4. Good. Lovely on Zoom. 5. Let me watch everyone on Zoom. Carry on for me. Yay, you all look amazing. Keep going, keep going. Mummy, how many are we on? 8. Well done, people. 9. Good work. Smile and hold your trophies. Yay. Super work. 10 repetitions. Shake it out. So do you feel your arms? We did the press ups. We did these single ones. Then we did the double ones. We're going to do a final movement for our shoulders and our backs. And it's going to be our lat raises. So I would choose a lightweight. Baked bean tins are perfect for this. Straight arms to shoulder height. And we're going to go down really nice and slow. We're not rushing that movement down. In fact, we breathe out here and we inhale, but we go really nice and slow. We're going to combine that with some weight and maybe some heel raises. So I think we should start warming up our legs because that will be next. So if you want to stay seated, you can lift your heels up at the same time. Good. So lifting the arms and the heels slowly down. I want you to really feel it controlled. Good. We want to get strong, body and mind. Lifting up, amazing. And down. Brilliant work. The lifting weights is going to lift your mood as well. It's a brilliant antidepressant. And mental health as exercise for sanity, not vanity, is my slogan. Is so, so important. So I hope you're feeling the muscles working here. Lovely. They're releasing these amazing little hope molecules that I've written about in my book as well. I'm not going to give it all away, but there's some amazing science behind strength training and our mood, our energy, alleviating stress and anxiety. How many have we done, Mummy?
More than 10.
More than 10? I thought you were counting. I saw some people on Zoom. Stop there. I hope you felt it. Sometimes if your weight is light or if you're getting really strong, push yourself till you get to that point where you can't do a perfect rep. A repetition that I want to be a good one, not a bad one. It's not even about how many we do. Look, some of us are still just doing body weight ones. But when you feel those last 2 or 3, you know then that that's your limit, and then stop. So sometimes it could be 15. Even though I say 10, I give you these little gaps. You can just start adding on if you want to. We're going to go straight into our lower body exercises now, our squats. So obviously, let's warm up our legs together as I show you option 1, which is the seated option. If you can't stand, You're going to lift one leg up like a leg extension. You can add a hold, and I want you to focus on these thighs, yep? These are your quadriceps. This is going to help with alleviating, preventing knee pain. The stronger the muscles are around your knees, hopefully the less pain as well. So I really encourage you to do these heel raises, leg extensions when you're stuck in a restaurant, when you're stuck on the sofa, when you're after a meal, really easy movements you can do. No one would know under the table if you're in a restaurant. Level 1 was that. Level 2, you're going to have your feet as wide as your shoulders or just a little bit wider. Your knees are always going to go out in line with your toes. They're never coming in. Using our chair, we're going to just lift up a few inches and come down. I want you to think about targeting lower body muscles. Exhale and down. Brilliant. Breathing out and down. That's level 2 if you need a bit of support. Level 3 is going to be all the way up, ideally. And some of you have started. You're going to try and come up without any aid. You can have your hands like Mummy has over her chest. And we're going to come up and down. Now, I can see some of you have already progressed. I want you to stop now just for a minute, because what we're going to do is a little test. We're going to do a minute on the timer, which is why I was looking at my watch. And I want you to count how many you can do in a minute. It's not a competition. There's no right answer. It's just so you have your own little personal goal. This is your baseline test. How many squats can you do in a minute? Or maybe how long can you hold the leg out if you can't stand? And we're doing this to maintain our independence, because just being able to stand as long as we can for as long as we live would be the goal. Our health span, not our lifespan. So let's go. I know some of you have started, but I want you to stop so you have the energy. We're going to go in 5 seconds for a whole minute in 2 and 1. Count in your head. Don't rush them. Make sure they're perfect. I'm going faster because I've been practicing. Good. Keep going. Lovely. We've done halfway. Good work. Carefully down. Knees always going out. Core tight. You don't have to go fast. Control it. You should be feeling it now. We've got our last 10 seconds. Breathe out, breathe in. Keep counting. Lovely. 5 seconds. Amazing. Squats and relax. Remember your number.
18.
Ooh, how many did you do?
18.
18. Super work. How do you feel?
Okay,
Good. Out of breath slightly? You should be a little bit out of breath because this is strength training. If anyone wants to put their number down on YouTube or Zoom in the chat, or we can talk about it on Zoom at the end, or you just save that number in your head. Write it down somewhere if you're going to forget. You can practice this 1 minute squat snack. And I can share a bit more information about it. I won't do it now, but it's a great way just for you to have a little bit of motivation to see how many you can do. Some good ones. Doesn't have to be hundreds, but just 18 good. I was looking at Mummy. They were perfect form. So you don't lose the form, but it feels good, right? To know that you can stand up 18 times in a minute. We want to live long but healthy lives and stay as independent as possible. So that's a really good one. We're now going to do weighted squats, just 10. We're going to do quite a lot of squats if you've done them today. If you want to add a weight on, maybe a rucksack, maybe a laundry bottle. If you don't want to add weights because we've just done our minute, you don't have to. And if you're sitting, you can just hold the weight out. lift one leg and just go for as long as we are, or as long as your body allows. Let's go up nice and slow for 10 repetitions. I want you to go slow now. Really squeeze the glutes at the top. Body nice and upright. Touch down, squeeze up. If anyone wants to add in the upper body shoulder press, if they're not tired, you can add your shoulder press as you come up. So lifting your trophy up. Yay, good work. 6, lovely. Just a few more, do what you can.
7,
Because we've done a lot of squats now.
8,
Lovely. Breathing, 9.
9,
Feel the muscles working and getting stronger.
10.
Yay, well done. How are you all feeling? Good?
Good.
Good. So we're going to do one last challenge. We're going to have time to stretch. We've done that minute test, so that means you've done more squats than you probably have in a while. So we have to stretch, so don't run away. We're going to add in one last little bit, 30 seconds of what's your favorite cardio snack? Shall we do skipping again? Shall we do some boxing or do something different?
Star jump.
I knew she'd say jump. But just some star jumps sprinkled into your day is a brilliant thing to do anytime during the day. So let's go for star jumps. Mummy can do them seated. This is single leg version. Make sure you've got nothing in the way. Mummy does some double leg. She's already going. I want you to clap really nice and loud on the top of your head. I don't know why I'm jumping. You could do the jumping option, but I won't right now. I'm out of breath as well. So let's go fast, even low impact. Good work, everyone. Give yourselves a clap. This is your last exercise. Any last bit of energy you've got left, let's get it out here. You're all amazing. 9, 8, countdown. Good. So, yay. 29, 30. Let's get to 35 for Mummy.
33, 34.
And 35. Yay. I've got a great challenge for you. I know we've got some incredible ages on my Feel Good community, but what if you did your age and star jumps? One day, that could be your goal. We could build up to that. I can see some smiles thinking, oh my goodness, that would be hard. But you are all so amazing. We're going to stretch now. So I'd love you to have one leg out. Heart rate might be nice and high, so take some deep breaths first. Let's bring them. This is your really important part to reduce any risk of injuries, to reduce any soreness you may feel if you haven't exercised in a while with new muscles that we've worked. Lift your arms up, stretch the back, and then let's lean forward, aiming to touch wherever feels good, either your toes, maybe your shins, maybe even your knees. But I want the leg to be straight, so you have a lovely straight leg, feeling the stretch from the top of your hamstrings down, all the way down. Relax your head and neck. Even your back is getting a nice stretch here. And your arms, deep breaths in and out, bringing that heart rate down to normal, rolling up nice and slow. Stretch is a key part of the Feel Good fitness prescription. I have tons of stretch snacks and lots of science behind why we need to stretch in my book too. I would love you to check it out. It's 1, 3, 5, 10-minute stretches. You can do anywhere, anytime. A bit of self-care. This is really nice to do before bed every day as well, to unwind, to thank our amazing bodies for everything it does for us every day. Just being able to move is such a privilege. Stretching, I feel, is like a nice little reward for everything we do, We've worked our glutes earlier, inner thighs. If you're able to lift one leg, one foot onto the opposite knee, we can maybe push that knee out slightly. You should feel it around your thighs. If you can't do that, you can just hug your knee in towards your chest. So listen to your body. If you're here and you want to progress this one, I'm just bringing my body towards my shin, my chest towards my shin, pushing out that knee. That's just feeling that stretch around my outer thigh and glute area. And relax down. When you're watching TV, I don't know how many of you watch TV every night. Mummy and I don't watch TV, do we? But some of you I'm sure do, and that's perfectly great way to unwind in the evenings. But why don't you add some exercise snacks in? I think I've got an ad break snack in the book and a sofa snack as well. But even a simple stretch like this is so nice and releasing for the hips. We're going to open out our chest again. So really open out, inhale. This time I want you to hug a tree. Imagine you're hugging a big tree trunk. So your hands interlock in the front and you're rounding your back, your chin to chest, your tailbone is tucked under. Then we're going to lift our arms up, up, up. Full body stretch. Can we lift up, really lengthen, maybe onto your tiptoes as well. Bring the arms down. Amazing work. And we've done quite a bit with our shoulders. So we're just going to bring one arm in front of us, other hand above or below the elbow, drawing it in towards your body. Relax that shoulder away from your ear. And look over it. Can you relax it down a little bit? So relax his shoulder down. Good. Look over it. So you're just feeling a nice release. We work the lats, the shoulders a lot as well, the deltoids. And now just the other side. How is your heart rate? Do you feel like it's back to normal, Mummy? Yeah, deep breaths. Releasing out any tension. Super, super work. We always finish with a feel-good finish. And it's also your chance to say well done to yourself. We're going to take a lovely big positive inhale. Lift the arms up. Exhale, bring them down. Release any tension, anxiety, stress. Let it all go. We've got workouts in Gujarati saved on YouTube. Mummy, could you do one in Gujarati for us?
અંદર શ્વાસ લ્યો બધા શુભ વિચારો અંદર લઈ જાઓ બારે શ્વાસ કાઢો બધા અશુભ વિચારો બારે કાઢો.
Lovely, thank you so much. One final feel-good finish. Lift the arms up this time. Capture that positivity and bring those hands down towards your heart in prayer position. Close your eyes. Say a moment of gratitude. Say thank you to yourself. Thank you to joining us. We are a feel-good community wherever you are in the world. Thank you for sharing my workouts. That's my mission, to help as many people as I possibly can. And thank you for allowing me to have the privilege to teach you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I will talk to you all on Zoom. I have a lot of book announcements coming out, and I hope you're all on my WhatsApp group, but I'll talk to Zoom. Keep an eye on my social media, on my free newsletter. You can sign up on my website. I would love to see you at some of the events. I've got a book launch event in Northwest London on the 27th of May. It's just been announced at Chorleywood Bookshop. They're holding it in the Chorleywood Library in the evening of Tuesday, the 27th of May. I would love to meet you all in person at these sorts of events. So I'll say goodbye. Well done, Mummy. How are you feeling?
Well done to you, Lavina. I feel good, always feel good.
Yay! Good. That's all I want to hear. That's the goal. Feel good. Saying goodbye to YouTube. Please make sure you subscribe, add a comment, and keep doing these workouts in your own time. Well done, everyone. And